Good evening, my sisters. How are you? You know what? It's Monday night, and it must be time for Sisters Living with Lupus. I'm Stacy Bynum, and I created this forum for African American women living with lupus. Lupus affects more African American women than any other ethnicity, so I felt it necessary to create a space that will give you information, empowerment, education as you navigate through this disease. I felt it necessary to have a place where if you know someone who has lupus, you've just received a diagnosis, or you've been living with lupus for a number of years. And if you may not come across information regarding this disease as you should, or you may not know how to get started in gaining this information, I want to be able to help you through that. So invite others to share with us on Mondays. Leave information, leave comments, leave suggestions at the bottom of the blog. Join us on our closed group on Facebook, Sisters Living with Lupus, where we share, we uplift, we empower, we give each other encouragement. Feel free to join us anytime. So let's get started. I had a great weekend. How was your weekend? Well, I attended the Lupus Summit at Johns Hopkins Turner Auditorium this weekend. And I tell you what, it was so much information. I was on information overload. So I do not intend on overloading you this evening, but I will tell you we will cover some of the topics that were discussed in the breakout sessions on Saturday in the weeks ahead. I will share with you just a few of the classes that were there so you'll know what to expect in the weeks ahead. They had Lupus 101, where they gave tips to navigate day by day upon a lupus diagnosis. They had a class on cognitive function in lupus, because some of us do experience lupus fog sometimes. And you may not know what that is, and those experiences can give you a little bit of alarm and concern. They also had nutrition vendors there, which, man, I cannot wait to hit on that, because we're about to turn our eating habits and diets upside down. Eating is so important with this disease, and we want to live healthy lives day by day. Also, they had information on disability, information on how to get discounts on medications, you name it. Yoga, Tai Chi, all kinds of vendors. I'm telling you, stay tuned for the weeks to come, and we're going to have a great time talking about everything I learned on Saturday. So let's move a little bit ahead. Like I said, we're going to keep it light tonight. I want to give a shout out to some ladies I met on Saturday, Mimi and Faith. And it's always great running into you, Dion. You ladies are great balls of fire. Thank you for joining the group Sisters Living with Lupus, where we are going to uplift one another. I'm so happy that you joined us. Also, I wanted to share last week when we talked about another aspect of the diagnosis, we talked about some concerns and our emotions. I was so blessed. I was actually moved to tears when I saw this comment to the blog last week for a young lady who was just diagnosed that Friday. I thank God that I was able to minister to her that evening to help her navigate through that day. That was a heavy day for her, and I felt so blessed that she reached out to me, and God was able to use me in her life. And I'm so happy that she joined the group, that we'll all be there for one another to help her move past this diagnosis and to move forward to victory. That's what we are here for. So, let me share with you also a great little find that I stumbled upon on Saturday. I met a young lady named Sarah Gorman. She is the author of Despite Lupus, but she's also the creator of this great little shishi foo foo medicine bag. As you know, we Lupis have a cocktail of medication that we take on a day-to-day basis, okay? And some of you may have those plastic loud containers, or you may have cute little plastic bags that you're putting them in. But how about this for a cute baby, right? Oh my goodness. This goes from Sunday through Saturday and has split down the middle of each section for your daytime meds and your evening meds, okay? She has several different designs, and I'm telling you, since we have to take all of that, we might as well like looking at it while we taking them out the pack, right? Okay, there are no choices. We have to take it. So what better way that to make our experience a little more kinder and friendlier than to get a cute little pouch. If you are interested in this little pouch, visit lupus.org where all of Sarah's products are. Now, if you take more medications that will fit in this baby, guess what? She has something for you too. Check that one out. It's so cute. Okay? There's something for everyone on that site. Okay? So, as I said, I'm keeping it light tonight. Okay? Remember, I want to leave you with this. It's getting cold out there. Keep your extremities covered. Covered. We don't want those fingertips turning blue. We don't want to have problems breathing, right? Make sure you get your flu shot for this season. Visit your rheumatologist and take his or her advice. Remember, you are not the doctor, okay? So until next time, remember I'm here. I'm praying for you. Remember that God loves you and He is able to do more than what He said He's going to do. Okay? Until next week, loopy smooches. Talk to you next Monday. Bye-bye.